All right, shalom, shalom. Um, okay, yeah, shalom. First and foremost, giving our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, blessed be the true, powerful, and holy name of who people ignorantly refer to as God. All right, Yahweh, and blessed be Yahweh Shai. In likewise manner, the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who people ignorantly refer to as Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya, part of Men in Valor, South Carolina. And this is going to be like a short lesson based off a lesson that I did a couple days ago. This is a sort of screenshot or whatever of the lesson that I did, and it was titled, NWO isn't new at all. And, I mentioned, because you can see right here to the left, the Tower of Babel. And I mentioned the Epic of Gilgamesh, which a lot of people like to attribute the Tower of Babel and the flood to the Epic of Gilgamesh, when in actuality, it is a biblical account, you know. So without further ado, I'm just going to hop into it. All right. So right here, this is the Epic of Gilgamesh. Now, if you haven't heard about, if you're not familiar with the Epic of Gilgamesh, it's basically folklore. It's a story, okay, based off of the account in Genesis 10 and 11, off of Nimrod. Okay, Nimrod. Gilgamesh would be Nimrod, or I don't know if Gilgamesh is a person, but basically this Gilgamesh, the king of Mesopotamia, in the city-state Erech. All right, and I'm gonna show you some similarities because this, all of this, these the verbiage, the name drops, they all come from the Bible. Now, a lot of people would like to attribute, this, not only this account, but this account to the Epic of Gilgamesh itself. All right, but it actually comes from the account in Genesis, 10 and 11 about Nimrod and him building a city, or building that Tower of Babel, okay, to defy the Most High, okay, and to get back, because he was when you go into the Josephus, it breaks it down and it talks about how Nimrod erected and started building relentlessly that Tower of Babel to basically rebel against the Most High and to actually get some get back for the Lord flooding the whole earth and killing his ancestors. All right, and basically he said that if the Lord would flood the earth again, he would have a place to go, and to basically mock the Most High, which that's Hamite, that's African nature. That's Ham, the elder Yashawamba. He goes into the Hamites and the nasty. He calls them the nasty. So I don't want to ramble too much. I'm gonna read a little bit about the Epic of Gilgamesh, and then we're gonna go on. All right, the Epic of Gilgamesh, ancient Mesopotamian Odyssey recorded in Akkadian. According in Akkadian language about Gilgamesh, the king of a Mesopotamian city-state, Iraq. The fullest extent text of the Gilgamesh epic is on 12 incomplete Akkadian language tablets found in the mid-19th century by the Turkish Assyriologist Harzmerd Rassam at Nineveh. See, there you go. Now, Nineveh is a city that is mentioned in the Bible, okay? But people will read the Epic of Gilgamesh and automatically attribute Nineveh, okay, that basically like the Bible had to copy from this made up story, okay, and it's not true. All right, the most plagiarized book, the most bought book, the most what's the word, enigmatic book, okay, is the Bible. Most controversial book, the most sought after book is the Holy Scriptures, and that's without a shadow of a doubt. And I'm gonna show you. Okay, so at Nineveh, in the library of the Assyrian king Ashurbanipal, the gaps that occur in the tablets have been partly filled by various fragments found elsewhere in Mesopotamia and Anatolia. In addition, 5 short poems in the Sumerian language. See, and then we're gonna bring up this because um, the Nimrod, okay, was actually in the land and around the land of Samaria, okay. So this whole account, is based off of the Bible. So they stole and they plagiarized this from the Holy Bible, okay, and that's without a shadow of a doubt. So let's go to the account in the scriptures. This is Genesis chapter 10, and we're gonna go straight to 8. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is even said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. So basically, Nimrod was a general, a leader, and he made sport of killing men. Okay, just as Esau, So, and there's many similarities with Nimrod and Esau, that's another lesson for another day. Verse 10, and the beginning of his kingdom was Babal and Erech. See, there you go. Erech. All right. Erech. Now, in my previous, Slakia, in my previous vid, all right, I mentioned and, broke down each of these cities. Okay, see, there you go, right here, Erech. All right, now let's go. So they took this directly from the Holy Bible. Okay, Erech, Hachad, Kanai, in the land of Shinar, which Shinar means the city between 2 rivers, and those rivers are the Tigris and Euphrates, which basically is Mesopotamia, Babylon, Sumeria. Okay. So yeah, out of that land went forth Ashur and builded Nineveh and the city Rehoboth and Calah and Rezin between Nineveh and Calah. The same is the great city. So there you go. Now let's go to the next chapter. All right. Tripping. All right. Let's go to the next chapter, and let's then this is when basically the similarities are undeniable. Okay, they got this from the Holy Bible. Okay, the whole epic of Gilgamesh, Mesopotamian literature. Hey, it was all copied from the Bible, man. So let's go. Let's see. What did I want? Yeah, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east, and they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Okay. And they said one to another, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone and slime for their mortar. Okay, so hold on. Let's see what I wanted to get. Bear with me. I'm losing my train of thought. You know how it is. Okay. Let's go back to Genesis 10. Let's go back to Genesis 10. All right. And let's see. Bear with me for a moment. All right. Bear with me for a moment. All right. So we're gonna go to Ur of the Chaldees, because that land is in Samaria. Okay, Ur of the Chaldees. And that's what Abraham dealt. Okay, that'll be in Genesis 15. But in here, let's see. I'm gonna skip down. And there you go. It mentions the Ninevite version of the epic begins with a prologue in praise of Gilgamesh, which we know Nineveh was a major city in the scriptures and is modern day Babylon the Great, aka modern day America. The god Anu, okay, which they used to praise, and all of and most of these gods actually came from Samaria, came from Babylon, okay, came from these Hamites. All right. So let's see. The point that I wanted, okay, you can see Ishtar, all of this, man. Yeah, it says the survivor of the Babylonian flood, okay, in order to learn from how to escape from death. Okay. So, they mentioned a flood, which that great flood was that great flood was caused by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, so they plagiarized this whole made up story from the biblical account. Okay, so let's go to Genesis 15. All right, and let's see. All right, I want to go to 7. Okay. Let's see. A territory in Lower Mesopotamia, okay, on the Persian Gulf. So when they talk about Lower Mesopotamia, okay, Chaldea is talking about Samaria, okay. So there you go. All right, between look, a people dwelling on lower Euphrates and Tigris, okay, and that is that land of Shinar, the land between and Shinar means the land between two rivers, okay. The inhabitants of Chaldea living on the lower Euphrates and Tigris, those persons considered the wisest in the land, okay. Now let me get my point, Salak. All right, and I'm about to wrap this up. Once I find this point, okay. Right. So yeah, that's basically Sumeria, okay, because Sumeria is located, at the southern part, okay, of Babylon, Babylonia, okay. So there you go. And I'm gonna end it with this. This is the book Isaiah chapter 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Okay, so this book is, the book, okay, that everyone plagiarizes, everyone trying to get their hands on. Okay, and look, what is the highest selling book of all time? Okay, and when you go into it, when you look at it, the evidence is right there. Best-selling individual books, the Bible, the Holy Bible. Okay, so it's a reason why it's the most sought after. Okay, it's the reason why it's the most sought after, man. Okay, all right, because it is the book. All right, so I'm gonna end it with that. I was kind of all over the place. And I was trying to find my point for time's sake, showing that this is Samaria, ancient city in southern Babylonia, which is Samaria. Okay. Yep. All right. So, hopefully it was edifying. Giving our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Shalom.